Hello, fans! Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the thrilling twists awaiting our favorite characters in the episode airing on Tuesday, July 22nd. In the bustling streets of Paris, Jason Morgan finds himself entangled in a frustrating security hurdle that threatens to derail his urgent mission. Determined to board a sleek international flight, Jason is laser-focused on confronting a mysterious woman who bears an uncanny resemblance to his late love, Britt Westburn. This sighting has ignited a spark of hope and confusion in him, prompting memories of their passionate past to resurface vividly. Picture Jason standing at the gate, his rugged features etched with determination as he negotiates with a stern airline attendant. The employee, adhering strictly to protocol, firmly states that only those with valid tickets can proceed onto the plane, leaving Jason scrambling for alternatives. He cleverly proposes that a security escort accompany him for what he promises will be a brief exchange, emphasizing the personal stakes involved. Despite his persuasive efforts and the intensity in his voice, it seems Jason's plea falls on deaf ears, resulting in him being turned away from the boarding area. Yet, this setback isn't a total loss. Jason overhears crucial details about the flight's destination, Dubrovnik, a picturesque coastal city in Croatia known for its ancient walls and stunning Adriatic views. This information could be the key to his next move, perhaps inspiring him to book a hurried ticket on a subsequent flight and pursue this enigmatic figure through the winding streets of Dubrovnik. As he processes the encounter, Jason's thoughts drift into a montage of tender flashbacks, shared laughs under the stars, heartfelt confessions during quiet moments, and the undeniable chemistry that once defined their relationship. Fans can't help but notice how the show's writers are masterfully setting the stage for a potential revival of Jason and Britt's romance, weaving in elements of mystery and longing that could lead to explosive reunions. Adding to the intrigue, whispers from set insiders suggest Jason might encounter unexpected allies in Dubrovnik, like a local informant with ties to Britt's shadowy past, heightening the drama and keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. Shifting back to the sun-drenched vibes of Port Charles, Jack Brennan turns on the charm in a romantic interlude that's sure to melt hearts. By the sparkling poolside at a luxurious estate, Brennan orchestrates a surprise celebration for Carly Spencer, complete with chilled champagne, exotic flowers arranged in elegant vases, and soft music playing in the background. This isn't just a casual date, it's a deliberate effort to solidify their budding relationship and map out their future together. Brennan, with his suave demeanor and enigmatic smile, discusses everything from weekend getaways to deeper commitments, making Carly feel truly adored amidst the chaos of their lives. However, not everyone is on board with this pairing. Jocelyn Jax, Carly's fiercely protective daughter, grapples with a dose of harsh reality as she witnesses the couple's bliss. Jocelyn's discomfort stems from Brennan's complicated history, including his high-stakes involvement with the World Security Bureau WSB, which often blurs the lines between ally and adversary. Enter Vaughn, a trusted confidant with a no-nonsense attitude, who pulls Jocelyn aside for a candid heart-to-heart. Vaughn, drawing from his own experiences in shadowy operations, urges Jocelyn to confront the unyielding truth. Brennan holds all the cards in this game. He can navigate romantic entanglements and professional pitfalls with effortless finesse, making problems vanish like smoke in the wind. Vaughn elaborates on Brennan's WSB prowess, recounting tales of how he's outmaneuvered foes in high-tension scenarios, from covert missions in exotic locales to negotiating with powerful figures. The advice is clear: Jocelyn should steer clear of antagonizing Brennan, as crossing him could invite unforeseen dangers. To add depth, imagine Vaughn sharing a fictional anecdote about a past operative who underestimated Brennan, only to face repercussions that echoed through Port Charles, reinforcing the need for caution and acceptance in Jocelyn's evolving worldview. Meanwhile, concern ripples through the close-knit circle of Dandy Falconeri and Anna Devane as they piece together alarming clues about Jocelyn's predicament. Both seasoned in the world of intrigue with his detective instincts honed from years on the force, and Anna with her extensive spy background, they convene in a dimly lit corner of the Metro Court, exchanging worried glances over steaming cups of coffee. Their confidence grows that Jocelyn has unwittingly been drawn into a tangled WSB web, possibly through her connections to Brennan or other shadowy dealings. This realization sparks a wave of fretful discussions where they analyze potential risks, from surveillance threats to Jocelyn being manipulated into risky alliances. Dante, ever the protective figure, voices fears of Jocelyn diving too deep into waters she's not equipped to handle, perhaps even inventing a scenario where she stumbles upon classified documents that could endanger her life. Anna, drawing from her own storied past filled with betrayals and narrow escapes, emphasizes the importance of intervention, suggesting they monitor Jocelyn closely or even stage a subtle rescue if things escalate. Their dialogue adds layers to the narrative, highlighting themes of family loyalty and the perils of espionage, with invented details like Anna recalling a similar case from her MI6 days that mirrors Jocelyn's situation, underscoring the high stakes and emotional toll on everyone involved. Finally, the episode delivers a jaw-dropping surprise courtesy of Lucy Coe, whose bold maneuver catches Brooklyn Quartermain completely off guard. Lucy, known for her flamboyant personality and unapologetic ambition, orchestrates what appears to be a high-profile stunt on the popular shopping network Home and Heart. This could involve an impromptu segment that's equal parts chaotic and captivating, designed to boost ratings and advance her agendas. Speculation abounds that Lucy might pull strings to bring back Lois Cerullo for an emergency on-air appearance, leveraging Lois's charismatic presence and Brooklyn roots to create buzz. Imagine the scene: Brooklyn, perhaps in the midst of a business meeting, receives an urgent call and rushes to the studio, only to find Lucy in full diva mode, unveiling a surprise product launch or revelation tied to the Quartermain family empire. New elements could include Lucy incorporating cutting-edge tech demos or celebrity cameos to amplify the shock value, leaving Brooklyn reeling from the audacity. This twist not only injects humor and unpredictability, but also explores themes of rivalry and reconciliation, with detailed analysis revealing how Lucy's move might stem from underlying insecurities about her place in Port Charles society, ultimately forcing Brooklyn to adapt and counter with her own savvy strategies. Next, we will learn about the intriguing evolution of Michael Corinthos and whether his darker, more assertive persona is set to become a permanent fixture in Port Charles. Diving right into the heart of fan discussions, a wave of excitement is building around Michael Corinthos' dramatic shift toward a more sinister edge, prompting many viewers to wonder if this fierce new version of him is here for the long haul. Enthusiasts are buzzing with opinions, sharing how this transformation has injected fresh energy into the character, making his storylines more compelling and unpredictable. Since Michael's return to the canvas after his harrowing recovery from severe burns, he's emerged not just physically healed, but profoundly altered in spirit and demeanor. The introduction of actor Rory Gibson in the role has been a game-changer, as he's infused Michael with a raw intensity that resonates deeply with the audience. Beyond the casting switch, the writers have clearly pivoted, crafting a narrative arc that emphasizes Michael's newfound resilience and sharp wit. No longer the passive figure who absorbs life's blows, Michael now stands tall, radiating a commanding presence that demands respect. This evolution draws from real-life inspirations, perhaps echoing tales of personal rebirth after trauma, where individuals emerge stronger and less tolerant of betrayal. Inventive plot threads could see Michael channeling this energy into unexpected alliances, like secretly consulting with a shadowy advisor from his family's past to fortify his defenses, adding layers of intrigue that keep fans guessing about his next calculated move. Building on this momentum, Michael's refusal to be manipulated has become a cornerstone of his character development. He's drawn a firm line in the sand, vowing to employ every tool at his disposal to maintain a secure environment for them, even if it means adopting a tougher stance against those he once trusted. In the gripping episode that aired on July 15th, tensions escalated dramatically when Michael confronted Willow Tate head-on, his eyes flashing with unyielding determination as he called out her manipulative tactics. The confrontation unfolded by the shimmering poolside at the Quartermain estate, where Willow's recent actions had left little wily Corinthos visibly confused and distressed, his innocent questions piercing the air like tiny arrows. Michael, channeling a protective fury reminiscent of a lion defending its cubs, made it abundantly clear that such emotional upheaval would not be tolerated, especially when it threatened the well-being of his son. To underscore his point, he revealed a strategic maneuver, enlisting the sharp legal mind of Diane Miller to intervene with the courts, resulting in Willow's visitation hearing being rescheduled to a distant October date. This delay, announced with a steely resolve, left Willow reeling in horror, her pleas falling on deaf ears as Michael shut down any flicker of sympathy. Expanding on this scene, one could imagine Michael pausing to reflect on a cherished family photo of Wiley, fueling his resolve. Or even incorporating a subtle nod to his Corinthos hair attached, perhaps a whispered mantra from his father Sonny about never showing weakness, infusing the moment with deeper familial legacy and emotional weight. The allure of Michael's emerging sinister side has truly captivated the audience, shining brightly in those high-stakes moments where he unleashes a no-holds-barred attitude, signaling he's utterly finished with Willow's ongoing chaos. Fans have taken to social media platforms in droves, flooding comment sections with praise for this bold pivot. From enthusiastic tweets highlighting his badass glow-up to detailed forum posts dissecting how it elevates the soap's drama. This darker facet doesn't erase Michael's inherently good heart, which still reveals itself in tender interactions with loved ones, like quiet bedtime stories with his kids or supportive gestures toward his siblings, creating a multifaceted character that's both relatable and riveting. Yet, when the situation demands it, he summons a menacing undercurrent that's as chilling as it is necessary, blending vulnerability with vengeance in a way that feels authentic to his post-trauma journey. Delving deeper, this transformation post-fire has been a boon for Michael's overall arc, transforming him from a somewhat predictable figure into a dynamic force that commands screen time. Invented elements might include Michael discovering an old journal from his recovery period, filled with raw entries about reclaiming power, which he references in private monologues, providing viewers with intimate insights into his psyche and heightening the narrative's emotional depth. Looking ahead, there's strong sentiment among the GH faithful that Michael's sinister streak deserves to endure, especially as fresh conflicts loom on the horizon, giving him ample opportunities to flex this edgier persona against familiar foes. With Willow and Drew Kane showing no signs of backing down from their entanglements, the stage is set for an intensified round of confrontations that promise to ratchet up the hostility to new heights. Their persistent involvement, perhaps driven by unresolved passions and hidden agendas, only fuels Michael's protective instincts, pushing him toward even more aggressive countermeasures. ABC General Hospital spoilers tease that Drew is gearing up for a series of audacious, actionable decisions that could involve risky business ventures or personal oversteps that will inevitably stoke the flames of the ongoing feud. Imagine Drew, with his charismatic yet calculating smile, announcing a major Quartermain initiative that indirectly challenges Michael's authority, setting off a chain reaction of strategic retaliations. Michael's response is poised to be nothing short of furious, drawing on his sharpened edge to counter with precision strikes, whether through legal battles, family interventions, or unexpected alliances that catch everyone off guard. To enrich this build-up, creative additions could feature Michael overhearing a clandestine conversation between Willow and Drew at a bustling Port Charles cafe, complete with whispered secrets about their future plans, which ignites his strategic mind and leads to a meticulously planned countermove, underscoring themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the unyielding bonds of family in the ever-twisting world of General Hospital. Next, we will learn about the intriguing possibility of Sasha Gilmore's return to Port Charles through a potential recast, and what clues are pointing toward this exciting development. As the dust settles on Sasha Gilmore's emotional departure from the vibrant streets of Port Charles, fans are left pondering the future of this beloved character, especially after Sophia Matson's poignant final appearance in the episode aired on Friday, July 18th. Whispers within the soap opera community suggest that the show's creative team might not keep Sasha off the canvas for long, with subtle narrative threads hinting at a swift recast to keep her integral to the unfolding dramas. This exit, While heartbreaking, feels strategically designed to pave the way for a dramatic comeback, injecting fresh energy into ongoing storylines that have captivated audiences. Imagine the bustling airport scene where Sasha, clutching her infant daughter Daisy, boards a flight to an undisclosed safe haven. Her eyes filled with a mix of resolve and reluctance, a visual that screams temporary farewell rather than a permanent goodbye. New elements could include Sasha leaving behind a cryptic note for a trusted ally like her father Robert Scorpio, hinting at unfinished business that demands her eventual return. Perhaps tied to unresolved family secrets unearthed in a hidden Scorpio family heirloom. This setup not only maintains suspense, but also aligns with General Hospital's tradition of recycling fan-favorite characters through recasts, ensuring Sasha's essence of her resilience, maternal instincts, and quiet strength consciousness to influence the town's intricate web of relationships. At the core of Sasha's exit lies a storyline brimming with tension and mystery, one that practically begs for her re-entry once the dust clears, necessitating a recast to carry forward Sophia Matson's legacy. The catalyst was a chilling prank involving baby Daisy, where the child mysteriously vanished from her crib only to reappear in her bassinet, sending shockwaves through Sasha's world and prompting her to prioritize her daughter's safety above all else. This harrowing incident, laced with undertones of malice, forced Sasha to flee without hesitation, but it's evident the threat's origins will soon unravel, creating the perfect opening for her triumphant return. Central to this plot is Willow Tate, whose involvement in the deception is on the verge of exposure. Especially after Liesl Obrich's keen observation of Willow's telltale grin in the July 18th episode, a moment charged with suspicion as Liesl's piercing gaze locked onto Willow during a tense family gathering at the Quartermain mansion. Inventive twists might involve Liesl enlisting a private investigator with ties to her own shadowy past, uncovering digital footprints like anonymous texts that trace back to Willow, accelerating the revelation and setting the stage for Sasha's safe homecoming. Once the truth emerges, Sasha's deep-rooted desire to stay in Port Charles, coupled with her wish for Michael Corinthos to build a bond with their daughter Daisy, could draw her back, transforming her exit into a mere interlude in a larger saga of protection, betrayal, and redemption. The simmering feud between Sasha and Willow, which was just hitting its stride before Sasha's abrupt departure, adds another layer of anticipation for a recast that could reignite this explosive rivalry with renewed vigor. Their conflict, rooted in jealousy, secrets, and clashing maternal instincts, was building toward a crescendo, only to be paused by Sasha's exit, but not before leaving fans eager for more confrontations. As Willow's carefully constructed life begins to fracture with the impending exposure of Drew Kane's deceptions, her world could shatter in spectacular fashion, forcing her to confront the guilt of her actions against Daisy and recognize that her losses stem from Drew's manipulations rather than Michael's supposed spite. Picture Willow in a moment of solitary reflection at the serene lakeside park, piecing together fragments of truth from overheard conversations and misplaced documents, her facade cracking under the weight of remorse. To heighten the drama, inventive elements might include Willow experiencing vivid nightmares where Daisy's cries echo accusations, symbolizing her inner turmoil and paving the way for a potential redemption arc. This upheaval could dovetail into Sasha's return, amplifying the tension and allowing for heartfelt reckonings, where Willow grapples with the line she crossed during her entanglement with Drew, ultimately questioning if forgiveness from Michael is even possible amid the wreckage. Further fueling speculation is the budding love triangle that seemed to be forming among Michael, Sasha, and Willow, a dynamic ripe for exploration that a recast could seamlessly revive and expand upon. Michael's return to Port Charles post-recovery sparked undeniable sparks with Sasha, hinting at romantic possibilities even as Willow's presence loomed large, creating a tangled web of emotions and allegiances. If Willow uncovers Drew's web of lies, it might shatter her illusions and open doors for dramatic shifts. But Michael's discovery of her role in the Daisy prank could irreparably damage any chance of reconciliation, given the profound boundaries she violated. Envision a charged scene at a lavish Quartermain dinner party, where Michael, now more assertive and guarded, weighs his affections between the two women. His decisions influenced by whispered advice from family elders like Monica Quartermain, who shares tales of her own past romantic entanglements. New inventions could introduce a hidden letter from Sasha to Michael, penned before her exit, confessing lingering feelings and dreams of a future together, which he discovers tucked away in Daisy's nursery, stirring his heart and complicating the triangle. This setup promises epic storytelling, blending passion, betrayal, and second chances, with Michael's evolved persona adding a layer of intensity that makes every interaction electric. One of the ongoing challenges for General Hospital's writers in crafting Michael's romantic arc stems from his deep ties to the Quartermain, Spencer, and Corinthos families, limiting potential pairings due to the web of relations across the canvas. This intricate family tree often leaves Michael navigating a minefield of connections, making fresh romantic prospects a rare commodity and heightening the appeal of rekindling with Sasha, whose chemistry with him has been palpable since his comeback. Their interactions, filled with subtle glances and shared vulnerabilities, suggested a path toward reunion, even in the lead-up to her departure, raising questions about whether the show is priming a recast to capitalize on this spark. Delving into this, creative additions might feature Michael reflecting on a cherished memento from his time with Sasha, custom locket engraved with Daisy's birth date reminding him of their unbreakable bond amid Port Charles chaos. Sophia Matson's recent interview, where she enthusiastically rooted for a Michael-Sasha romance, feels like a deliberate nod to fans, possibly teasing that a new actress will step in to continue this trajectory, ensuring the storyline's momentum doesn't falter. Finally, while Sasha's heartfelt reunion with her father, Robert Scorpio, provided a touching interlude of familial warmth and support, it's clear her true place is back in the heart of Port Charles, far from any isolated safe house, bolstering the case for an imminent recast. Their emotional scenes, set against the backdrop of a cozy safe haven with Robert sharing stories of his adventurous past over steaming cups of tea, underscored Sasha's roots but also highlighted her unfinished chapters in town. This temporary relocation feels like a narrative pause, designed to build anticipation for her return, where she can reclaim her life and confront the threats head-on. Inventive flourishes could include Robert secretly coordinating with allies like Anna Devane to neutralize the dangers, perhaps through a covert operation involving encrypted messages and old spy gadgets, paving a secure path for Sasha's comeback. With all signs pointing to a recast, General Hospital seems poised to weave Sasha back into the fabric of Port Charles, enriching the show's tapestry of intrigue and relationships.